YouTube? We are just weeks away from the launch of Cyberpunk 2077. It is a game that's launching in June, so what's that, probably about 7, 8, something like that, odd weeks away from now. And I don't know about you, but I absolutely can't wait for this game. I think it is already in line for, certainly Game of the Year, but potentially Game of the Generation, depending on if it can live up to all of the hype and obviously continue that legacy that the developers have set with The Witcher 3. So what I want to do today is just go through a couple of these custom consoles, or console I should say, that is launching alongside the game. Now, it's based on the Xbox One X, and I have to say it looks pretty damn phenomenal, particularly if you're a big fan of the game. So look, from my point of view, it's probably a little bit late into the generation for me to be considering picking up another Xbox One X. I've already got one, I'm really happy with it, and I think from my point of view, I'm really keen just to jump into the Xbox Series X, which happens later in the year. Now, packaging wise, I think it looks pretty damn phenomenal. Having a little bit of a deep dive in the console, I've got to say it probably looks a bit Recore-ish from my point of view. This really matches the, I guess, the look, feel, and tone of Recore, but obviously it's got some Cyberpunk paraphernalia involved in it as well. So the touch of LED lights are cool. I think it's a bit of an opportunity missed. I think I would have loved to have seen some more LED pushed over this console. I think, to really give it that Cyberpunk 2077 feel. And I've got it written there, but why doesn't the controller match the console? I'm not 100% sure at this point why there is that differentiation. Now, maybe the controller represents a character, maybe the console represents the game world. Who knows? I think we'll find out a little bit more about that as we get closer to launch date. Now, looking at the console, I think this must be the back end of it. Again, I love the way that Xbox and Microsoft put together these custom controllers. The boxes look phenomenal. It's extremely well packaged. I guess it looks as good as any other custom kit or custom controller. Now, in terms of the controller, you are able to purchase that separately. So it'll be interesting to see if these take off. Now, there's a couple of elements on it that I actually really, really like, and then some that I don't. Now, if we get into the elements that I don't, I'm just going to highlight this silver spray paint, I guess you'd call it, this silver effect. Obviously, that's supposed to be a bit more mechanical. I'm not 100% sure, but it just, I don't know, this I don't know, silver spray, I guess you'd call it, doesn't really look that, I guess, premium from my point of view. And I don't mind the matte black finish, but I'll talk about that in a second as well. So in terms of the things I do like, I do love this red trimming. I think these red triggers and this red left bumper are pretty phenomenal, and I do like this red undertone here of the left thumbstick. I think that looks pretty cool. Looking down here, I love the fact that the controller is textured. I think that is phenomenal. I think basically every controller that comes should have this texturized grip on it. I think that's really phenomenal. I love the red on black buttons. The etching here, I'm not sure if that's actually etched or printed. It just says the words "No Future." And this matte black finish, I don't mind the matte black, but I do have some concerns, if your hands are a little bit oily, or will that carry fingerprints or stains? I'm not 100% sure, but I probably prefer the matte black over this silver effect that they've got going on here. So look, that's just my take on that one. I'm probably not going to pick up either the console or the controller. I'm really, I think from my point of view, it's too close to the end of the generation to be dropping, something that would probably be around the $500 mark, maybe even a little bit more here in Australia. In the US, this is probably going to be $399 or something like that. So there you go, that's just my take on the controller and the console. The game box art looks pretty damn good, and this is something that I will definitely be picking up digitally, and I'll probably be doing this day one. I certainly can't see any reason why I wouldn't, because I think the game is just going to be absolutely worth it. I mean, if you look at the amount of time that it took to complete The Witcher, or The Witcher 3. This game, I think, is going to be that, maybe plus a little bit more. So I can't wait for me to get into this, and I'm sure you guys are really keen to do that as well. Now, if you're a fan of the PC, and I'm going to finish on this one, you've got the, I guess, the customized RTX 2080 Ti. So if you're a big fan of the game coming to PC, then you know, the guys over at Nvidia have you covered as well with this custom RTX 2080 Ti. So really, you know, really cool little piece of tech that that hopefully brings the game to life on PC as well, which I'm sure it will. Anyway, guys, look, if you've liked today's video, you know what to do. Smash that like button for me. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, guys, get involved in the conversation via the comment section down below. And I'll see you all in the next video.